Welcome to a brand new episode of Black, White, and Red All Over. I'm Victor Dandridge.
I'm Ryan Seymore.
And we've got the giggles. It happens.
Yeah, it was an eventful production meeting.
we got some things rolling out, people.
Yeah.
We just can't talk about them
concepts.
yet. Yeah, it's major. It's epic. So
Kickstarter.
This was Kickstarted it all day. Speaking of Kickstart, we need some more drink, man. We got to represent. Yes.
Yeah.
Pepsi family, get some. So we've got some good books.
Yes.
And I don't even know which ones did we do. Samesies? What do we have?
Yeah, like we both did International Iron Man.
Yes, we did.
I deviated with Second Sight. I had to go back for a second.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair. I did Superman American Alien, and then we both did Power Man and Iron Fist.
Yes.
I almost said it. Iron Man and Power Fist. I almost said it. Ooh. I was like, oh, what's the book called? No, not that.
That whole line of like
so good.
Power
Okay,
Face.
Let's. Okay, we're talking about that right now.
Yeah.
Okay, so second issue of Power Man and Iron Fist is back with a vengeance, people.
Yep.
Depending on what you get in your pull list, read that last because this was such a good book.
Yeah, it ruined another book that I was planning on reviewing.
He had a plan,
but after reading Power Man and Iron, it's hard to say. Power Man and Iron Fist first. You can't go to another duo book.
It just doesn't have the same energy, man.
Yeah.
Like, oh, thank the heavens that David Walker is writing this one, so I can finally check out his writing. Aside from
amazing.
Shaft, but it's dope.
Yeah.
It is dope. So first issue, we compared it to like a Lethal Weapon.
Yeah, it's more than that now.
It's more than that now. Like I threw out Friday on that one, on top of it.
Yeah.
That's not just black humor, people.
Yeah,
Everyone loves Friday.
Yeah.
He introduced it to me. So, no, not really.
Yeah, I was like, I can't even go on with that
It's
lie.
like-
Like, it's just,
No,
no.
not really. But it does have that feel, though, right?
Yeah.
The rapport,
yeah, because it's like those two haven't missed like a day. Like they haven't been separated. Like they're just
right back to it.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
It's humorous.
Oh.
I feel for the henchmen.
Those guys.
the way they're just like drawing all of like the B-list villains.
It's so perfect, though.
Yeah.
It is so perfect. This is like, it's a comedy of errors, but it's so right.
Yeah.
It's so right.
Yeah, there's the right amount of action.
Yes.
To keep it going. The jokes are nonstop, but they're placed so well.
It's perfect.
Yeah.
It's perfect. And my favorite character, making just the briefest of appearances, Jessica Jones.
Yeah.
She
Oh my
wins
gosh.
everything for me.
Yeah.
And this one's like, what? It's like, oh.
Yeah, because it's just the interaction between her and the other character is just
It's sublime.
yeah.
It doesn't matter how big you are, man. You can be the biggest dude in the world. There's someone
Yeah.
who can turn your head. Just deal. Just
Yeah.
deal. Sanford Green on artwork kills it, man.
Yeah.
Like this combination.
Perfection. Like,
Yeah.
it's just
Yeah. Hurry up and just make this a trade so we can have many of it.
Yeah.
In a cartoon. I need an Adult Swim. That's right. Right? Where you can do it either before or after Venture Brothers. Don't care. Just give it. That's all I'm saying.
yeah.
Come on.
That would be amazing.
I do what I can.
Because it would be so awesome because it would be Adult Swim, yet there would be no obscenities.
None. It'd be like, oh, fiddle faddle, and you're like, what? Why did you just? I cuss too much around the baby, so I say other things. Fiddle faddle. That Nick-Knack, Paddy-Whack.
And the way that is now a part of their dialogue.
It is, and it makes it so
sticks
good.
with them.
I swear. I know we don't have long. I think it's September. It got announced.
Yeah.
If Luke Cage, the other Cage, that other guy. If Luke Cage doesn't say fiddle faddle in this show, I'm gonna be disappointed.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be totally disappointed. I need a fiddle faddle in there somewhere.
Yeah.
Come on, Mike Coulter, do it.
Make it happen.
You got it.
Please.
You got this. All right. So what did you take on for your deviant? Deviation?
Deviant is the right word.
Okay.
So I reviewed Second Sight #2 by David Hine.
Oh.
Yeah, it was from the week where I picked darker.
It's darkest. And, oh
God.
Where's
Why?
my soul?
Yeah.
Where's my soul?
And it's still good.
Okay.
It's one. The main character interacts with his daughter most of the way through this issue, and that's kind of them.
Okay.
And he finally finishes telling her the story about how he got the ability to see through the eyes of the victims and the killers.
Okay.
And they do it because it's a comic. They do it visually.
Wait, are you okay? Are you're having physical reactions here?
Yeah, because
Did the room just get colder for you?
yeah,
What happened?
a person wearing a pig mask.
I'm done.
Yeah, it was.
See, no.
It was horrible, but horribly good. Like,
Okay,
like,
all right.
and that's sort of like
You're like, oh God, it's so bad. It's perfect.
yeah, it's one of those. If you're into those kind of things, like I think like it was like 8mm and that, you're gonna love it. It is very nichey because
Because how many people are like, hey, we need another 8mm. Yes.
yeah.
But I mean, it works.
Yeah.
It works. This is from Aftershock. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
yeah, who are doing their best. I mean, they're bringing in creators and letting them do their thing.
Nice.
In kind of like an image kind of mold. So I'm curious to see where they go from here.
Okay. I took on Superman American Alien. I believe this is the 5th installment. And I've been a huge fan, definite supporter of this series. Not up until now, but this issue kind of let me down. It did. I hold Max Landis in high regard.
Yeah.
You know, as a writer, I think he's excellent. But this one kind of loses a step to building something great and big like the others were seemingly leading to.
Yeah.
Now, doing a little bit of research, I found out that this is only like a 7-issue series. So I do have to wonder if this is like the hard brake pump because we're almost on the tail end of it. And so now we've got to bring all this together and it's not just this world building thing, it's now a finite
Yeah, I
sort of box.
have a couple issues left to really just kind of explode.
And so this one, I mean, it was an interesting sort of moment. Just, I don't know if I would have based the whole issue around it.
Huh.
Yeah. I don't think I would have. And maybe that's me as a writer. But you have to read it because I mean, it is a poignant, position to take.
Yeah.
It's just not one that I would have necessarily built the entire issue around.
Yeah.
It's just, there's problems to it. I'm sorry. Max, we can talk about it if you want to. We can fight too. I mean, it's whatever. However you want to deal with this. I'm open criticisms, no reveals, but that's my thought. That's my thought.
Yeah.
I said it.
It happens.
All right. International Iron Man.
Malieve's artwork is always gorgeous.
Fantastical.
Bendis's ability to he is Marvel's master of dialogue.
Man, it snaps every time.
Yeah.
These are people. They're not characters.
Yeah.
You stand behind these guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like the way Stark during the bulk of the issue,
Right.
Just without spoiling much, like
Right.
the bulk of the issue is a flashback story
Yes.
To Tony being in college.
Right.
Wow. His quips weren't like they felt real. They felt like there was a real
Yes, they
person
did.
behind him.
Yes, they did.
And it was weird because I also almost felt like it was a defense mechanism.
Like he's not quite hit Tony Stark levels yet, so this is kind of him building up to it and be like, oh, don't mess with me.
Yeah, he hasn't fully developed his like. It's not arrogance if you can back it up, but
Right.
his Starkiness.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah,
Starky
So
goodness.
he's like a young dude trying to. Yeah, it was very cool.
Yeah. You can definitely feel like the dialogue is something that you could overhear if you were standing in line behind somebody.
Yeah.
And just hearing them talk, and you're like,
Yeah.
yeah, dude, you're a jerk. Like, you just want to, like,
Yeah.
you're there. I find it interesting. The end of the flashback was a very character pivotal moment. Like, that's major
Yeah.
stuff that's got to stick with you. So to see how that's supposed to have played out into everything,
Yeah.
that's interesting.
Yeah.
Very interesting.
Yeah, coming from a character who's typically just aloof and just lets everything.
Right.
That's a moment.
Yeah,
that,
you can't. That's everything changes.
Yeah.
You can't be all like, oh well, I guess that does work that way. No.
You know.
You know now.
Yeah.
Things happen. I don't think there was anything I didn't like about that one either.
No, it ended.
I mean,
That for me, once I got to that.
it only ended on the page. It's still here.
Yeah, because that last page. Once I read that last page, And I flipped. I'm like, no. And,
Right.
and I really, honestly, I didn't want it to stop.
I totally forgot it was a flashback.
Yeah.
Like I totally forgot. I was like, yeah, we're in this place. La 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 la. But it's interesting though.
Yeah.
Like I'm there. I'm totally on board. I can't wait to see where that goes because it's interesting.
Yeah.
It's a new take, which
Yeah.
is primo.
And,
I like that.
and it looks like it's going to be very centric on because Marvel's thrown some like curveballs in recent, like, well, this is how Stark got this, and he has a
Right.
family that was like this. It looks like with this title, they're just going to focus on hammering away at start trying to deal with and find those.
All these, find that line that just
Yeah.
says, okay, this is who I am.
Yeah,
I got you.
and
I got you.
And if that's what it's going to be like, thank you.
I'm game. I'm game. Now we got some honorable mentions.
Yes.
Where you want to start? Because we have one that's the same, and then we do two different ones.
Yeah.
Where you want to go?
I think we could start with this one because
Okay.
it dovetails into something.
Well, then let's do it. Okay. So, Huck number 5. Oh. Now,
The action kicks in.
yeah, I did that. See, okay, there's a line in this book, okay? Now, I know, because I make books myself, that there is a long time of production. Absolutely. I wholeheartedly agree, long terms of production, but there's a line in this book that is suspiciously familiar.
Yeah, it's dead on to something we've read in an earlier issue.
In an earlier issue of this series here. I like to quote my friend Danny Cooper, who always is the captain of, I liked it better when somebody else did it, and Huck did it for me, people.
Stuff happens.
Oh my God, stuff happens. And the thing that gets me, like, okay, we said it before, there's the twist.
Yep.
What I am like absolutely losing my mind over is how Mark still manages to keep Huck's innocence through this.
Yeah.
Like, not a foul word has been dropped from the boy's
Yeah.
lips. This dude is earnest,
Yeah.
like pure.
And for a character who is very simple of mind,
Yes.
the solution that he comes up
Oh!
with is
It's so perfect.
yeah.
You're just like,
Oh, of course. Like,
I didn't even see that.
Yeah.
Forest for the trees. Like, it's such a genius move.
Yeah.
Such a genius move. It's one that, like, okay, Mark, how did you feel? Like, what was your reaction when you came up with that solution? Like, because, I mean, serious? Okay,
because it's so obvious
it is.
and yet not.
Not at the same time.
Yeah.
I'm putting it up there. And yes, he dabbled with it in Jupiter Circle. But my first time seeing it was in JLA number 27, way back when, with the Amazo fight. And the way to beat Amazo
Yeah.
was to, I mean, spoilers. I think this book's like
It's
13 years old
Yeah,
at this point. So if
yeah.
you haven't read it, it's your fault. They beat Amazo by disbanding the Justice League because he can only copy the powers of the Justice League. If
Yeah.
there's not a Justice League, he can't copy their powers.
Yeah.
It had to have been the same sort of brilliant moment as that. Like, tell me,
Yeah.
let us know. Like, we just want to, like, did you hop around? Did you go, oh, I got it?
Did you start with the solution, then create the problem?
Ooh, good one. Yes. We want to know. We want to know. How did you come to that one? Because, again, it is, like, you sit there, you're like, well, how are you? And then you get the answer, you're like,
Yeah, I was like,
why didn't I
it was
think
right
of that?
there?
Like,
Yeah.
why didn't I didn't see that coming. I didn't,
Yeah.
So, can't wait.
It was amazing.
Yeah.
Amazing
I mean,
sauce.
it's cool, but yeah. What the Huck, man? What the Huck? That's what it is. All right, what'd you take?
I also went with Lost in Space.
Now, this was one of our other suggestions for the week, yeah?
Yeah. It was enjoyable. Mm-hmm. It felt like one of the episodes of the original TV series.
Okay.
So if you're a fan of that, if you've caught it on reruns, you'll enjoy it. It's not updated or modernized.
Modernized? Okay.
Yeah. So it's very true to the source material.
Got you.
But if you've watched the source material and you didn't like it, you're probably not gonna.
Got you.
It's not gonna.
Unless you're feeling that nostalgia. Now, that's interesting, though, because, like, okay, the movie Lost in Space, did they try to update some stuff
Yeah,
there?
they tried to update a little bit. The special effects were infinitely better.
I mean, yeah. Okay. Yeah.
but it didn't have the heart that the television series had.
Okay.
And there's like a really cool father and son moment in this one where the son's like, aren't men supposed to face things as they are? And then they have this kind of heart-to-heart moment, and yeah, it was touching.
Okay,
So
all right.
I'm interested to see where issue 2 goes, but I was also a big fan of catching the reruns when I was a kid.
Gotcha.
So
Gotcha. Yeah, I almost wonder, like, as technology has advanced, would they go back and, retro some of the stuff?
there's a couple things that looked like maybe they had, like, it looks like there's a touch screen.
Okay.
So-
So maybe stuff like that. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. There we go. I was curious because it's like when you have those shows like that, and you're like, oh, it's the future, and they're like, we're still putting paper and stuff.
Yeah,
You're
they're
like,
feeding paper through the machine, and it was like, no, you punched the wrong hole. The computer was going to screw up, and we're going to end up on Venus again.
and you're like, just ask Siri to redirect. Like, what do you mean?
Yeah.
Google it. It's fine.
Google it.
No, that's cool. That's real cool. I took on Uncanny Inhumans. Uncanny Inhumans. I can speak. We're still in the Quiet Room, the club that Black Bolt owns, and some stuff is going down. Like, yeah. I feel like Marvel is positioning the Inhumans in such a beautiful, fantastic way that they are really going to try to take the X-Men's place. We've been saying it, that it's kind of been happening for a while. I think this one is a great showcase for Black Bolt and how he is still this phenomenal force, despite the fact that the way they've kind of set up everything. His position as king is not challenged, but not as secure.
Yeah.
But they're still like, but don't play with Black Bolt.
Yeah, like he may be vulnerable,
Right.
but he's still Black Bolt.
Yeah, he's still black. Like his level of vulnerable is like not yours. He might care, but like, oh, it's my son or it's my ex-wife, but I will slap you hard,
Yeah.
Hulk style. Yeah.
Yeah.
I enjoyed this one.
Yeah.
The ending, there's a reveal at the end that I didn't see coming, number one, and the political sort of shuffling of what's going on really could get like some fun there, like some major fun. So wait, I keep going. Like literally, like we're going to the end of it.
And Charles Soule, he just gets these
Yeah,
characters.
that is situational. Yes. Chucky Soule knows, I've talked to him many times about it, that his rendition of the Inhumans is great. As a longtime Black Bolt fan, instilled in me by my father, you've gotten his approval even. So, and that's hard to do, because that dude, he's such a purist. If you do anything wrong, he's like, no. So, Chucky Soule, you are winning. You got 2 Victor Dandridges on your side on that one. So, yeah, that's good stuff. That's good stuff. This was a pretty good week,
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
This was pretty good. I mean, I'm not hating it.
Yeah.
I'm not saying it killed the series, but it wasn't bad.
Yeah.
There was a shout out though. They make a reference to Superman as the Good Samaritan, and I was like, really?
Where's my $20?
I just pay me something, man. Come on, give me an editor's note. But it's all good. It's all good. I tell you what, maybe we'll work out a deal. Anybody that's got this on their pull list, maybe we'll hook them up with something. What? Yes. You guys got anything going on this weekend?
This weekend, no, but we're getting ready for next weekend's Superman Batman.
Yes.
And you're out of town?
Yeah, man. So, like, while a lot of folks are going to C2E2 in Chicago this weekend, I'm not, baby. I'm going to Vegas. Wizard World Vegas style. That's how we're doing it, man. I'm going to do all kinds of fun stuff. I've got a panel with Matt Key, who is producer on Fat Man on Batman with Kevin Smith.
Really?
We're doing a speculative panel on Marvel's Phase 3 movie stuff.
Yeah.
I'm very excited about that. I'm also going to be doing my You Create Comics panel, which is a fan favorite, and I'm co-hosting the costume contest.
Oh, nice.
Yes. So some big things gonna happen this weekend. I'm excited.
Very cool. And it's in Vegas.
Yeah, that kind of makes it bestest.
I'm not legally allowed back there because of...
Shh. You're not supposed to talk about it. No spoilers.